Good evening, everybody. This is V, and this right here is an experiment. And I am going to dedicate this experiment to Miss Sara at the Big Blue House Homestead. That's a lot of words. Where she has cats and not a bear. But these right here are actually Brussels sprouts. And I cut their little ends off. I just cut a little bit of ends off. Put them in some water, and they grew roots. Some of them have bigger roots than others. And I just put these in the soil last night. This actually is a blend of cocoa coir, 2 parts cocoa coir, and 1 part of my vermicompost, which has worm castings and compost. So, good stuff. They do look a little more haggard, but like I said, I just put them in the soil tonight. Not last night, tonight. So, they're probably going through a little bit of shock, like, what's this, brown stuff around us? So what I did was I cut their little ends off, like I said. The little end right there, I cut a little bit of that off, and I put it in water, and a lot of them grew roots. Some, like I said, are bigger roots than others. I just purposely made that one where I could still get it out, so that's why it looks like that. But they're already starting to grow. Now, this is like 2 weeks of growth on these. And I looked it up today to see if anybody else had done this, and I only found like 3 videos, and they all left the heads on. Like, they planted the entire Brussels sprout. Well, I like to eat my Brussels sprouts, so I cut their heads off and I ate them. I'm not gonna lie, it was tasty. So that is what I did with this, and the inspiration for this was actually Miss Sara at the Big Blue House Homestead has a video about cabbage, and I did this with cabbage as well the same day. So they look a little funky, but I mean, for the most part, they're doing really good. So I'm going to show you the cabbage experiment, and I am going to put the link to Miss Sara's video down below so you can see how you can grow cabbage as well. Just a minute. Okay, so this is, or was, a cabbage that I bought from the store, and I put in some spring water. I'm trying not to kill the roots. And as you can see, the roots are doing really good. I do need to trim off these little ends right here. But as you can see, I cut the entire head off of this thing. And I saved the video into another channel that I'm locked out of. So you can't see the beginnings of this video because I'm locked out of that. My other channel for the time being. So this was all cut down. There was no growth here just 2 weeks ago. That is how much. Now, I did use spring water, and that is how much roots have already grown. You're going to want to change that water out like every 2 or 3 days, or it's going to stink. Don't ask how I know that. The same with the Brussels sprouts. The water you put those in, you're going to want to change that like every day or every other day, or it's really going to stink. So don't do that. Just trust me on this. Learn from my mistakes. Anyways, so these are growing, and I'm going to, like I said, link her video below so you know how to do this the right way and grow all kinds of lovely cabbage. I love cabbage. It's my favorite vegetable. My next favorite vegetable would be zucchini, followed by kale. I really like kale. Anyways, so this is 2 weeks of growth and roots. Excuse me. And so it's going really well. I'm not ready to plant it into a bigger container just yet So what I am going to do is add a little bit of soil down there. I don't really see any decaying stuff. I took a bunch of decaying stuff off earlier. But there's a lot of growth going on down there. So I really don't want to mess with that. And it seems to be doing all right. I'm going to put that there for just a minute. Being very careful not to break any of the roots. And I'm going to put a little bit of soil in here. All right. And by soil, I mean vermicompost. That's all I have. My compost all has worms in it. I put them there on purpose. I live on a 3rd floor, so it's not like the worms crawled up. So that's actually my compost pile that I'm working on. That one right there where I got the soil from is actually already processed. That's another video for another time. But go visit Miss Sara over at the Big Blue House Homestead. No bears, just cats. And see how you can do this as well. Y'all have a great night. And I'll see you on the flip side. Bye.